We begin with the live videos from the courts where judgment is being delivered on the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. This is coming after several years of standing trial on terrorism allegations. The leader of the proscribed Indigenous People of Biafra will know his fate today. Mr. Kanu's trial has been one of Nigeria's most talked about legal battles in recent years. He was first arrested in 2015 and charged with treasonable felony and terrorism, but the case has since taken numerous turns. In 2017, Kanu fled the country while out on bail following a military operation at his residence during the time of Operation Python Dance in the southeast. In June 2021, he was arrested in Kenya under the contentious circumstances and brought back to Nigeria, a move his legal team and IPOB described as an extraordinary rendition. Upon his return, the charges were expanded to 15 counts, including terrorism and incitement to violence. Kanu's defense has repeatedly challenged the trial's legitimacy. They argue that fundamental and legal procedural errors, including possible violations of international extradition law and jurisdictional rules, undermine the prosecution's case. While delivering his judgment, Justice James Omotosho recounts the trial from 2015 as well as the entire proceedings in the courts. Joining me live via Zoom is the lawyer and activist, Mr. Chetam Wala. Mr. Chetam, if you can hear me, from a legal standpoint, what does this ruling now signify for Nnamdi Kanu's trial and his current detention status?
First of all, we are grateful with the fact that this trial is actually coming to an end, because some of us had agitated and said that the whole back and forth within the Nnamdi Kanu trial that has lasted for over 10 years now, if I'm not mistaken, it's really sad on our judiciary. It's not something we really want for our democracy. We feel that criminal trial should expeditiously be dealt with and resolved either for or against. Now, today we are having, for the first time, the judgment. This matter has had a lot of back and forth, a whole lot of back and forth. We also saw Justice Binta recuse herself from the matter. We've seen a whole lot of delays from different quarters, on this particular issue. But finally, we are going to get a verdict, which is currently on. So I cannot speak basically on the issue of the verdict until a verdict has been given in the matter. But I know I've been following up with the judgment being read by Justice Omotosho, and we are just waiting to know what the final decision of the courts would be in the circumstance. But for us, basically, this matter has to be laid to rest one way or the other, because we cannot perpetually continue a criminal trial of this particular magnitude. It does not make sense at all.
In your opinion, Mr. Chetam, what responsibilities will this judgment place on the federal government and security agencies moving forward?
You know, basically, there are a lot of issues that have been raised. If you look at listen to the judgment and the witnesses who actually gave testimonies based on the judgment read by Justice Omotosho. Like I said, the judgment is still ongoing and all that. Certain issues were also attached to our allegations were also levied against Nnamdi Kanu and all that. And certain questions have come to the mind of one. I must say, the Nigerian government must continuously now, from going forward, make sure that justice should expeditiously be done. And we must also beef up the part of our security. It also shows that there is major lapses in our security network, how we gather information and how we deal with this information. So going forward, the Nnamdi Kanu case has been able to open our eyes to certain realities that has been happening, and that the government on its own has also neglected certain information that has led to serious security challenges across the country, especially with respect to this particular matter in the southeast part of Nigeria, which I feel now at this point, the government should as well be able to put in measures to address whatever security challenges there is. There are right now in the southeast. It is very key and it is important because we cannot continue to fold our hands and allow some of these things happen, allow killings to continue, allow people's property being destroyed and all that. We must look out for the root causes of this whole problem and deal with it headlong. It is not enough to charge Nnamdi Kanu. It is not enough for judgment to be given one way or the other. But importantly, government must learn to take responsibility for some of these actions and for some of these things taking place. It is very, very important. We should stop playing to the gala. We have played to the gala so much about the insecurity challenges across the country. And insecurity is gradually ravaging everywhere, and we're almost consumed by insecurity. So I think the government has to step up. The DSS has to also step up and focus on security. Not running after who is criticizing the president and who is not criticizing the president. Enough of that. We need to focus on security and deal with those issues. Gather information, prosecute the information, and make sure that we'll deal with the inside sabotage of our security outfit. Because this has continued to bedevil the effort, genuine effort of government into tackling the insecurity challenges. We must root out those who are, people should be prosecuted. We shouldn't just make noise about things and let things slide that way. Government must be serious about dealing with security challenges in the country going forward.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chetan, for talking to us. We are continuing to follow updates on this story with our correspondent, Celestina Area, who is currently